This series is going to be Diablo 2 Eastern Sun. Yeah, it's a Diablo 2 Eastern Sun mod. The Eastern Sun R60 4.1 community patch. Yeah, it's a really good mod. I like it just because it's so original to the Diablo 2. They don't change the skill trees, they just add a whole bunch of stuff and they keep all the original elements and they just upgrade it and add everything. Yeah, usually I play hardcore, so I lost some characters. I lost the sword barb hardcore. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I think I lost some other barbarians. I think I lost some just for fun, just in spite. They were low level. I think I lost one at level 16 or something. Then I just deleted him. I was like, I don't want to make another one with another name. And then my melee source level 87, she died. Yeah, to a fallen in hell difficulty because he had a Mitar. I had no problem running that. It was an end game area, level 88. I ran it many, many times, and then suddenly run into a fallen with a Mitar and it kills you in 2 hits. You have to watch that video sometime. Yeah, so basically, this episode, or this series, we're gonna figure out what all the items are. Pretty much I've gone to hell difficulty, I've got some super sick gear. My gear is still terrible. I mean, Mephisto will probably kill me in 1 hit. I mean, this is just my Magic Find gear. The premises of this series is I'm gonna have 1000% Magic Find, 1000% Gold Find, and then you need a lot of crafting materials because here it's not about just finding the end rare items or the uniques or the sets or anything and just farming the highest areas in the game. You actually have to gather crafting materials and re-rolling orbs. Yeah, like you'd re-roll stuff. Yeah, because all the rings and the amulets and the jewels and the charms you find, pick them up, throw them in here, and you can re-roll them for other ones with new stats that are based on your character level. So anywhere in the game, if you pick up something, you can't use it, a ring, throw it in there, re-roll it, and then it'll be a level 86 item. Well, you need 3 of them or 7 of them, depending what you're doing. And then dragon stones and ancient decipherers and parts, yeah, body parts, rejuvenation potions. They're all used for crafting and upgrading your gear and end game crafting. And then runes, there's tons of runes. Yeah, runes are going to be used for crafting. Hopefully in this series we're going to be able to figure out what are the best ways to get all these crafting materials efficiently, to farm some super sick items for low level characters to make the low leveling process faster. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so the rest of the video is probably like 30 minutes or something. Enjoy that. If you like these series, let me know with a like or a comment or something. If there's anything else I should cover that I'm missing, probably in any of the future episodes, probably. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go get crafting materials and go over them and what do they do. I think I have that book. I don't have anything in that book. What are these books for? What's the ancient tome for? All these questions will be answered. Hi, welcome to this series of Diablo 2 Eastern Sun. It's a Diablo 2 mod. Yeah, I usually play hardcore. This series we're gonna go through how to collect all the crafting materials because I'm pretty much up to hell difficulty. I'm level 86. I don't really want to die, so I'm gonna just figure out where I could get all the best materials and what are they? What do I need them for? What are all the recipes? Are they worth using? Are these gems worth picking up? Is it worth picking up all the runes? Maybe. I don't know. What are some of the cool items in this mod? The re-rolling orb. This one's really cool. So pretty much any ring or amulet or jewel or charm that you find, if you don't like the stats on it, you can throw it in here and then you can re-roll it. You can trade, 3 magic items for another magic item if you want to re-roll a magic item. Or you could trade 7 magic items for 1 rare item. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 7 magic items for 1 rare item. Yeah, actually just put it into your cube here and you change what it's going to output. So, we're outputting 1 magic jewel. Yeah, it's going to need 3 points. So you trade 3 magic jewels to get another magic jewel with different stats. Or you could trade 7 magic jewels to get 1 rare jewel. Or you could even trade rare components. So yeah, if you have like rare rings or amulets and you don't need them, or jewels or charms, you could trade 3 rare items for a new rare item. That's really cool. Then if you really want a unique item, you could even trade, 7 rare items for 1 unique item. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and then it's pretty much the same. It just cycles through them for the small charms and then the rings and the amulets. Yeah, magic to magic ring. Yeah, it's really good for re-rolling. And it's based on your character level. So the item that you re-roll, it's gonna be whatever your character level is. So we should probably get to level 90. Probably. I don't know what the stats are. We'll see. There's probably different levels to re-roll if you're looking for different items. So that's the re-rolling orb. Yeah, it basically re-rolls a whole bunch of stuff so you could get the stuff that you want at the later levels. So even all the items that you pick up here, even if you're in normal difficulty or something on player 7, where you get lots of drops and you get lots of rings and jewels, they're not going to help you. The stats are going to be terrible. But you could exchange them for stuff that is your level that you could use maybe. Yeah, and then the multi-stalker, a whole bunch of things. The dragon stones for end game crafting. You need millions of those. And ancient decipherers for identifying these scrolls and a whole bunch of other things and recipes, and they turn into dragon stones too. And then a whole bunch of parts like brains, quells, spleens, tails, jawbones, fangs, horns, scalps, hearts, souls, and flags, and steaks. Then there's the eyes too. Can you believe it? I've been playing this whole time. I haven't found a single eye, right? I don't think I put an eye in here. I was trying to get each of the pieces, but I don't have any eyes actually. And there's also coupons you could exchange for original uniques, original Lord of Destruction uniques. Yeah, and they come with extra sockets, so maybe they aren't as bad as I think they were. Because I looked at them and I thought they were terrible, but maybe if they come with extra sockets and extra stats, because it said some of them come with extra stats too. So maybe I should try getting those. If you could socket them with jewels or something. Yeah, and then the gem can. It stores all your gems for you. So if you find any gems along your way, you could throw it in here and then it adds points to it. Then you could use this can opener to withdraw any gems that you want. Yeah, if you want chip gems, you can take out as many chip gems as you want, or you can change this if you want rubies, or if you want diamonds, or any of the gems. And the can opener, you could cube it to change to chipped, or flawed, or standard, or flawless, or blemished, or perfect. Yeah, and then you could even take out your perfect gems, your blemished gems. You could even put them back in there and store them. So it's really easy for storing them and upgrading them and combining them. You don't have to do it manually the old way. Yeah, and they all have upgraded stats, and there's extra gem words too. They're really sick. So these are really good for resistances. Yeah, if you don't have resistances, just use the gems. They're really good. Yeah, and then the rune stalker. Yeah, the rune stalker holds all of your runes. There's all new runes in this mod. You can still get the original ones. You just have to trade in the new runes to get the old runes. So you just need these decals. So you trade the I rune for the L rune. And there's the Nef, Ith, Ral, Thal, Shell. I even have a token for a Lem rune, so I could get a Lem rune. And all the old rune words work too. That's really sick. So you can get all the new rune words, like 222 new rune words, plus all the old ones. So I'm not sure what they do, but all the runes are super sick, like damage reduced by 12, magic damage reduced by 12. And it may seem super overpowered, but the enemies are super overpowered. They are ridiculous. Even with tons of damage reduction, they still do tons of damage, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and then the rune stalkers, when you find any runes, you just throw them in here, and it'll store them for you. Yeah, and then you could pull them out later too. You just use a key. If you want to take anything out, you just select which rune you want to take out. Then you use it with the key, and then you get your rune back. That's really cool. Yeah, you might as well just fill these. I don't need these in the inventory, but yeah, you just put all the gems in here. We don't need them, right? Yeah, it just saves up so much space. And everything's just in one neat little tile. Yeah, such a good idea, that's for sure. Alright. Yeah, and then the ancient tomes. I don't have any tomes. I haven't identified any scrolls, really. But the scrolls, you find whole new recipes. You can't use the recipes unless you have the scroll. You have to identify the scroll. I'm not going to identify any yet. We could identify it later. Yeah, but then you find ores, which are more powerful gems. They're like gems, but they're more powerful. They do even more powerful stats. You find these rarely from anywhere, I think. Yeah, and then you just cube them to extract the crystals. They're not gems, they're crystals. And the tokenizer, I just found out about the tokenizer. This thing's ridiculous. Yeah, 'cause I think I had something on page. Yeah, 'cause if you have like a whole bunch of items, like if you have pages and pages of items that are just taking up way too much space and you want to organize everything a lot better, you do this with absolutely any item, but it says with a rune word to take out the runes first. So yeah, it does hold socketed items. I'll show that. I thought that was interesting too. I wanted to see how it worked. How did it hold my Grimmed Shield 2 socketed item? Where is that? There we go. Yeah, my 2 socketed Grim Shield. Yeah, maybe we'll just try that. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, but then you just cube the tokenizer with any non-ethereal weapon or armor to convert it to a token. Rune words must be unsocketed. Identify items are identified automatically. Cube with the token to reconvert. Okay. So I wonder if I could use this when I'm farming, because all these uniques I find, maybe I'm finding so many duplicates, but you just cube it, and it turns into a 1-slot item. It doesn't matter what it is, so a big sword could go into 1 slot, and it shows the name of it. I wish it showed the armor, so it showed that it was a light plate, but it doesn't. But it shows your required level, and it shows what it does anyways. The item level, maybe, yeah, and then if you want to get it back, just cube it again, and then you do get it back, sweet. Yeah, and then I was checking that it has 2 sockets, demon shield. Then, yeah, it turns into a token socketed one. It doesn't show any information about it. That sucks. Hopefully they update that pretty soon. Yeah, and then, yeah, it turns back into your 2-socketed demon shield. That is so sick. Yeah, you can take your unique shield, Skullbearer's shield, Bone shield, and what does it do? It just turns into Skullbearer's soul token. Required level 20, so it keeps the required levels, so you can see that it's a shield, I guess, and you can see what level is required, so maybe that's helpful. Yeah, maybe I'll try to store them in my inventory like that. I'll have to look. I don't know. I like them keeping out like this so I can look at them, but eventually your space will run out of inventory. Oh, and I haven't tried. I think you could hold rejuvenation potions in this stalker for some reason. Because I always keep so many rejuvenation potions. Yeah, rejuvenation potion 3. Oh, okay. Am I supposed to be picking up every single rejuvenation potion? It just stores them as points. I thought it would just keep it there. 1, 2, 3. Huh. And then I take out my rejuvenation potions. Yeah, there's the eye that I don't have. Yeah, there's socketing donuts too. Okay. Yeah, socketing donuts. You can put those in there too. They hold those too. You just come to Chelsea, you buy them. Yeah, I put all my gold in my private stash because I wanted this to be separate, kind of. Because I wanted to keep track of how much gold I got. Yeah, you just buy a socketing donut, or you could find them. Monsters drop them too. And then you just cube them. Yeah, cube with a weapon, armor, and any gems. Well, you have to use specific gems for specific items, but then white item gets sockets for the number of gems. Then the unique or set items, you could get 1 socket. And the rare crafted, you could get 1 or 2 sockets. And the magic gets 2 to 3 sockets, I imagine, depending on the size of it, maybe. Yeah, those things are super sick, so you could socket anything. That's how I socketed my boots, and I socketed my helmet, and your weapon you could socket, or yeah, anything. You could even socket your amulets and your rings, but I haven't gotten that far yet. It's just a recipe I don't even know. Yeah, because I need to get a scroll to learn that recipe. Okay. Yeah, that's right. And then, yeah, the rejuvenation potion. I was trying to check that out. So, what do? I just use it with a key, and then I get rejuvenation potions. So I wonder if it's worth keeping rejuvenation potions. Are they used for anything? They have to be, because it stores them. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so it holds a whole bunch of things, stuff I didn't even know about. So there's that. That's all the things that holds. All the pieces and the coupons, and then the decipherers, the ancient decipherers. That's dragon stones as well. The re-rolling orb, and then the can, and then the rune stalker. There's other items too, probably. Yeah, and then just tons of new uniques and set items and everything. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go because I only have what, like, only 670 and 960% gold find, or almost 2000% magic find. Yeah, because I had something in my inventory set up. I'm gonna have to re-find it. Yeah, I'll set up inventory because I had something cool. I had 1,000 of both of them. That would be really cool. Easy benchmark so you can tell like exactly. It's just like 1,000 easily. It's not any random off number. Yeah, so I'll reset up my gear in my inventory. I was just doing this for the video part. And then we'll see what I'm gonna farm with. Oh, here, maybe I'll record this too, because this is interesting. I'll just set it back to the Dragonstone. Well, the Maple Leaf, that's the end game. I don't have a single Maple Leaf. I can probably make some Maple Leaves, though. But yeah, any Dragonstones you find, you just put them in here. Any Ancient Deciphers, you just put them in here. And same with all the parts. Any parts that you find, you just put them in here. So it saves all your inventory space. If you find them on the ground, you just pick them up, and then once you throw them in here, it's like they don't take up any space at all. So there's no problem. It doesn't matter if you're picking them up, right? I mean, it's not like you're gonna be taking up all your inventory space. So that's the really, really good thing. You can pick up everything, and you're not gonna worry about your bank just being full of everything. Yeah, it all fit in there. All that stuff is gone now. It's all in here in points, so I could withdraw them at any time that I want. Then these I'm probably keeping. I'm not gonna put them in there. But yeah, there we go. Cool. Now let's put on the Magic Find gear. And then there we go. 1,000% better chance of getting magic items. 1,000% extra gold from monsters. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks really even. It's nice number. Nice, not odd numbers there or anything. Just 1,000, 1,000. No questions. Okay. Yeah, and then I was gonna put on these rings here, but then I noticed that it ruined everything. So I was going to show you too how I was going to run around. You don't need teleport. I wasn't going to teleport anywhere. That's probably inefficient. There's other stuff. But then once I put on this ring, it goes to a 1013%. Then I remove this. I still need 5%, but I don't have a charm with 5% magic find. So now I got these jewels here. I'm going to maybe see what I could do. Yeah, I just got to lower the magic find. I think I have another magic find charm in my stash. Because I could just take some stuff out of the shield, right? The shield 100% better chance of getting magic items just because it's 4 runes that give me 25% magic find. It adds up to 100, so that's a pretty sick shield. But I could just take the key to unsocket the runes. Then I have to figure out what magic find I have, what I need. Yeah, because if I put that on now 913%, and 38%, and 63%, so 988. So I need 12% magic find or something like that. 11%. Oh, jeez. What the heck? Right? No, that's not right. I don't need 999%. I need 1,000. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. I got charms in my inventory. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Or maybe if I replace some of those 25s with these 19s, or with this 21, this is pretty much all I have to work with. And then wherever my charms are, I had some magic find charms. There we go. I got a bit more materials for my level 89 bows on hardcore. Yeah, and I'll show you. It's so sick having the vigor aura, being able to run so fast. But I'll show you my sorceress is going to be able to run any faster. She has another ring. Yeah, but I found this 11% magic find, and then this super sick jewel. This jewel's just insane. It's only level 16 required. How is that possible? But plus 10 to maximum damage. All resistance is 8. Plus 10 to lightning absorb 20% magic find. Like, I don't know. I should look. That's probably the best possible almost. Maybe all resistances could be 10, I think. Lightning absorb could be 12. But that's just crazy, right? Level 16 could use that. So maybe I could use those, because I think I was off by 1 point too. So instead of using the 19, if I use the 20 jewel maybe, and then that 11 charm. I can't believe how crazy that jewel is. And I found it in normal difficulty. Yeah, item level 44 from the cows or something. Some end game place in normal. Wow, so I wonder, now I got to go see if I could figure out the math on the magic find on the other character. There we go. So I do actually got it. Yeah, it shows 1,029% magic find. And I thought I was going to be off. I was like, no, this is a 28% magic find. That's not going to work. But because it's based on the character level, right? It must not be a full number. So maybe it's like 10.9% or something. Or 10.6. I don't know. And then it rounds up to 29% here. But then if I throw that in there, it's 11%, right? I got 11% left. I thought, yeah, if I take this one off. Oh, they're both based on character level. Okay. Yeah, it says 10% based on character level, but I take it off, and it takes off 11%. So I do have 1,000, and then I have this super sick Grand Charm from my other character. Yeah, that one's much better than the other one. There we go. Yeah, and I put that super sick jewel in my shield. So now I got maximum damage, which I can't do anything with. All resistances +8, +10 lightning absorb, 95% magic find. So it lost 5% magic find and it gained all that stuff. That's how powerful jewels are. And I haven't even upgraded this. Yeah, because I'll show you. I don't know. We'll clear this. I know that this stuff I don't need anymore. These are just extra magic find jewels, gold find jewels. Yeah, because this thing, I could upgrade it more too. You could forge jewels with extra stats or plus skills on them. So you could take any amazing jewel you find, then you could put plus skills on it or other stats on it, and it won't raise the level of it. So it'll still be a level 16. So I could put like plus 15% magic find on it. Yeah, so it'd be 35% magic find, and then I could socket it into stuff. That's how powerful jewels are in this mod. Yeah, so I just put these back in here and then it'll turn back into the 95%. That is so crazy. Jeez, that shield was so plain before, but then I went to my Amazon. I forgot all the stuff that she had on there. So now I just throw these in my stash. Then I'll be able to get these rings. Yeah, and then I'll show you these rings. That's the end of the episode. Because I'm going to be able to walk in so slow and I don't want to teleport everywhere, right? Teleporting's not going to work. Well, it worked faster with these rings. I can teleport faster, but there's better methods to getting around. I don't have to teleport everywhere. That's old school. Here, now I can show you the cool rings I was talking about, because usually as a sorceress or any class, you're going to go for the teleport ring, right? You want to get the teleport rings, you can just teleport everywhere, right? That's the best way to farm. No, I found new methods, new crazy methods, and my rings are even just terrible. It's even just a magic ring. Yeah, we're not going to teleport anywhere. We're going to run. Look at this magic ring. +3 to burst of speed. If it was a rare ring, it would be just insane. This one's rare. It's, yeah, it is pretty crazy. Regenerate mana, poison resist, but +2 to vigor. Yeah, and then if you look at the scales, burst of speed, it's, yeah, because I have plus scales, it says level 3. Because I have +2 to scales. Yeah, burst of speed, current level 5. Yeah, and then same with vigor. The ring says it gives me +2, but because I have +2 to scales, it's current level 4. So if I just get tons of plus scales everywhere, these are gonna get boosted. Yeah. Now, what do these do? Are these better than teleporting? Yeah, they definitely are. What is burst of speed? Well, here's vigor. Vigor is pretty sick. What does it do? Walk, run speed increased by 39%. So yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and then your stamina bonus and your stamina recovery rate 125%. So you're never ever gonna run out of stamina, I don't think. And then what does burst of speed do? That's gonna help you too. Yeah. Walk run speed +42%. Wow, another 42% on top of the 39. There we go. Wow, just look how fast you run. So now you can just run around and farm wherever you want and then just press the shift button. Yeah. Normal, okay. Yeah, and you just press the shift button and then you just attack, I guess. Sweet, whenever you want to kill something. And then chain lightning should just kill everything in one hit on player 7, I imagine. And you just run around looking for chests, probably, right? Yeah, and then just kill some people and then kill him. I don't know if it's on player 7 or not. Yeah, and then kill, and then loot, and then probably run around. Yeah, it's so sick just having all these abilities, all this run speed. Why would you teleport? There we go. Yeah, let's quickly run back to town. Sweet, that's so sick. Why would anyone teleport in this game? Okay, yeah, and then my magic find and my gold find, I got it to 1,000%. And then one last thing I'll show you too, these wealth items. Drain life -2, drain life -2, drain life -2. Yeah, the only reason they have this charm is just because of the replenish life with the perfect skull in it. So look what happens to my life if I take this away. My life starts dropping. Yeah, so I do not want that, so I'm gonna have to hold on to this. I'm gonna have to find some replenish life somewhere. There we go, 1000% magic find, 1000% gold find. We got a burst of speed, we got vigor, we got chain lightning. There we go. Yeah, so now we just go farm on player 7 probably. There we go, cool. There, so yeah, pretty much I'm just gonna go figure out where are the good places to get the crafting materials, and then what do I craft, where do I farm, because with all this gold finding I should be able to find lots of rare rings and jewels and charms, hopefully. That's what I'm looking for, with all the chests and all the stashes and all the tomb crypts, whatever those things you open up. Sweet, so yeah, we should be able to go find a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, we'll go over my gear quick, I guess. I got like topaz, perfect, 100% magic find, gold find, all resists damage, magic damage reduced. And then the rings, just the magic ring that's gonna make me run super quick. Yeah, and then just a wealth belt, gold magic find, and the gloves, gold magic find. They're the exact same thing pretty much. Yeah, gold find, magic find. So the wealth, armor, gloves, and the belt. And then the boots, I didn't really have any boots. I basically just put these for the 40% faster run walk so I could run even faster on top of my burst of speed and my vigor with these boots. Yeah, and then just socketed with the topaz for gold find and magic find. And then an amulet, just +1 to skills, some things, and then 44% magic find. It's a really sick amulet. Yeah, and then my javelins, they're better. They were like 154% before, but then I leveled up a whole bunch. Yeah, I leveled up a lot of levels, I guess. I was 78 when there was 154. But now it's 172% better chance based on level. Then I socketed it with 2 runes for an extra 50%. Yeah, and then the shield I was showing you that we created, I think. 95% magic find. Yeah, with a whole bunch of 6 stats on it. That's all the gear. Yeah, and then just the charms, just 10% magic find. Yeah, literally just so I could even it out to get the 1,000. That's it. It's the only reason these are here. Same with the gold find, just so I could even it out to 1,000. That's what those are. That's gold as well. Okay. And just all resistances. Just some resistance charms, basically. Yeah, and then this thing that you always keep anyways, you keep it from level 1. You get it when you start the game. It just gives you tons and tons of boosts. Extra damage and whatever the other things are. What, 100% chance to cast when you die. I don't think that'll happen. Well, when you die, your character's dead anyways. And then, yeah, just a multi-stalker. Maybe if you're going to pick up stuff, you just carry the multi-stalker, because you throw any of these in there, and then you just worry about it later when you're crafting stuff at the end of the game. You just throw any unwanted rings and amulets and jewels. You pick up all of those charms, and you just throw them in here, even if they're no good. Don't drop the things. Then a rune stalker, just to throw the runes in there, because even the low-level runes are probably useful later. There's so many recipes that use the low-level runes even. Like rune 7 and 8, you're going to use a lot of them, so even upgrade the lower ones, I guess, because usually I wasn't even keeping the lower ones, but I looked at the recipes, now I am going to keep the lower ones. Yeah, and then just the gem can, so in case I run into a gem shrine out there, then I'll just be able to use this can opener to get a blemished gem. I'll be able to take it, and then I'll hit the gem shrine, and then I'll have a perfect gem, so it'll give me a lot more points, and then I can just throw it back in here again. Yeah, that's the plan. Sweet. Yeah, so we just throw my rings in here. In the personal page, I'm just going to go to page 100. We'll just use this for these videos and these experiments, and then I'll go to the places here and figure out what has a lot of places that drop a lot of rings and jewelry and amulets and charms. A lot of those things, a lot of the chests. What place has tons of chests? And then I guess big groups of enemies, that'd be good too. yeah, so next season we're gonna, or the next episode, we're just gonna go over gathering crafting materials, I guess, because I still need a lot of crafting materials. I mean, I have a ton of them, but I guess that's not a ton in the end. You need a lot more, I guess. I gotta figure out what they all do, too. No idea. Then re-roll some items, because I have to get to level 90. Once I'm level 90, I can re-roll items. That's level 90 is when you unlock every single stat in the game, so I gotta get 4 levels here pretty soon. Once I get 90, then I can start re-rolling. Well, jewels, except jewels. Yeah, jewels. You get everything at level 85. Level 85, you could roll magic jewels with +1 to all skills. Yeah, and then at level 72, you get rare jewels with like +1 to Amazon or +1 to Sorceress or +1 to Barbarian. So you could get those on rare jewels, +1 to one class. And then magic only, you could get +1 to all skills. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, a lot of stuff to do in this game, that's for sure.